Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'm Vemi Vebiola with student number A1B221110 and I'm from group 6. In this video, I will present material about the prescriptive approach and the descriptive approach. The prescriptive approach. It is one thing to adopt the grammatical labels, for example, noun, verb, to categorize word in English sentence. It is quite another thing to go on to claim that the structure of English sentence should be like the structure of sentence in Latin. That was an approach taken in 18th century England by grammarians who set out rules for the proper use of English. This view of grammar as a set of rules for the proper use of a language is still found today and is best characterized as the prescriptive approach. Some old-styled prescriptive rules for English are: you must not split an infinitive and you must not end a sentence with a preposition. Following these types of rules, traditional teachers would correct sentence like "Who did you go with?" to "With whom did you go?" so that the preposition "with" was not at the end of the sentence. And "Mary ran faster than me" would be correct to "Mary ran faster than I." And one should never begin a sentence with "and." It may in fact be a valuable part of one education to be made aware of this linguistic ethic for the use of language in certain contexts. Yet it's worth considering the origins of some of these rules and asking whether they have to be followed in English. And next, the descriptive approach. It may be that using a well-established grammatical description of Latin is a useful guide for European language, for example Spanish, is less useful for others, for example English, and may be absolutely misleading for non-European language. This last point becomes clear to linguists trying to describe the structure of the native language of North America toward the end of the 19th century. Because the categories of traditional grammar did not seem to fit this language, a different method called the descriptive approach was adopted. Analysts collect samples of the language they were interested in and attempt to describe regular structure of that language as it was used, not according to some view of how it should be used. For the structural analysis, one type of descriptive approach is called structural analysis, and its main concern is to investigate the distribution of forms in language. The method involves the use of test frames, which can be sentences with empty slots in them. Okay, that's all my presentation. I'm sorry if there are any mistake or shortcomings. Thank you and wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.